Well, a very, very good evening to you and welcome to iRobot World. My name is Genevieve. Peter's with us as well. We are very hard at work because we are vacuuming the floor of iRobot World, and we're doing that 3 times over. Of course, we don't have to do anything. We can just sit and relax. Hello, Peter. It's lovely to have you company.
It's great.
And this is, of course, the fantastic iRobot. Now, this is so good. It knows exactly where to go. It can go underneath the seats. It can go underneath couches. It could go underneath the bed. It does. Look at that. It goes everywhere. The fantastic iRobot for you. And this does the vacuum, so you don't have to.
Exactly. It's going to do the vacuuming for you. It's going to cover the entire floor surface, 99% of the floor surface, 3 times. That is thorough cleaning, and it's using triple technology because what it's doing here is it's using the side brushes to gather in dirt from the corners, from the edges. It's using counter-rotating inner brushes, and it's using powerful suction to take all the dirt away.
It's not camera shy, really. It's just cleaning up the dirt under the bed as well. It is the fantastic iRobot at the lowest price ever. And we have never done this for $279.99. You have got a £70 saving, and you can get this. Oh, we need a little bit of vacuuming over there. My cameras as well. You can get this home today for your first flexi payment. And that is just £70. It is the iRobot, 4 flexi pays, and it is our lowest ever price for this. We have seen this technology. I know there's lots of things on Facebook about it, in the media about this at the moment. It is absolutely fantastic, giving someone back their independence and cleaning not 70% of your floor like a normal vacuum, but actually cleaning 99% of your floor surface as well. We've got loads of demonstrations coming up. It is going to be busy because this is the lowest price, but it's only for the Easter Bank holiday weekend. 09056 48 48 48 or all the W's, iRobot.tv. Isn't it lovely just to relax and know that you're doing the vacuuming at the same time? Sit down, relax, have a cup of tea and take a look at the fantastic features.
Get a beautifully maintained home at the push of a button. iRobot Roomba 600 series vacuum cleaning robots provide a superior clean with less work for you. Roomba vacuums your carpet and hard floors on its own, picking up dirt, dust and fibres like pet hair, lint and carpet fuzz, giving you a truly hassle-free cleaning experience from beginning to end. Roomba's patented 3-stage cleaning system combined with AeroVac technology for a maximum cleaning performance for all flooring types. First, the spinning brush cleans along wall edges, grabbing dirt and pushing it into the path of the Roomba's counter-rotating brushes. 3 brushes work together to lift dust, debris and hair off the floor. A powerful vacuum pulls the dirt and hair off of Roomba's brushes and into the AeroVac bin. Optimised airflow glides the dirt and hair into the back of the bin, allowing it to fill more evenly, requiring you to empty less often. With iAdapt responsive cleaning technology, iRobot advanced system of software and sensor, Roomba chooses to behave more from dozens of robotic behaviours, more than 60 times per second. Roomba makes multiple passes over every section of your floor. Getting around and under furniture, and along wall edges. Going under skirts and curtains. Avoiding stairs and navigating through loose wires. With Dirt Detect, a feature of iAdapt, Roomba uses an acoustic sensor to find dirtier areas and then spends more time cleaning them. Designed with your convenience in mind, Roomba is easy to use and starts working for you at the push of the clean button. Roomba returning to its home base dock and recharge between cleanings. Select models also include a virtual wall room barrier. Simply designate the cleaning area. A beautiful, maintained home. A hassle-free cleaning experience with the iRobot Roomba 600 series vacuum cleaning robots.
Welcome back. It's Lovely Daffy Company here in Ideal World. My name is Genevieve. Peter's with us as well. Wasn't that fantastic? I love the idea at the start of the show. We kind of showed you a bit of fun there. Just sitting down and watching this vacuum. Now, I am going to admit to you that I have this at home. I'm lucky enough Peter brought it home and we tried it out and we tested it. I absolutely love it. I've never seen a carpet as clean, and it's like under the, you know, the sort of bedside lockers and places like that where you'd never go with a normal vacuum. Peter, it's from iRobot. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, iRobot is a company since 1990 they've been going, and they are a robotics company, and that's very important to realize that, because I'm going to switch this on. It's in a sort of maze situation here. We've got like different rooms. I want to show you that all you have to do is switch it on and leave. It's going to do all the work for you. Now, how many vacuum cleaners do you have at home? The most expensive vacuum cleaner you can buy is still only as good as the person using it.
Exactly,
and the effort that you have to put in to do all the work. This does all the work for you. I've done as much work as I have to do. I've pressed the button, I've switched it on. Now it is going to clean this entire area. It is going to cover every inch, 99% of this floor surface. It is going to cover 3 times. That's how it makes absolutely sure that it's getting clean.
So if we're vacuuming at home with a standard vacuum, you're certainly not going to go sort of vacuum that 3 times over, are you? You're going to get once over if you're lucky. I've just said we are very, very busy. It's the lowest price we've ever done this for. We've got lots of people, maybe you've seen the show before, and lots of people are buying because now it is the lowest ever price, because you're just literally buying it. You're just going for it right now. We've even started the demonstrations. 5% of the stock is already sold out. It is extremely busy on the phones and the website. This is the lowest price ever, but it is a time-limited offer as well. You've got a 14-day money-back guarantee. We do urge you to try this. Get it home and try it out for yourself, but very busy on the phones and the website. How does it know, Peter, that, you know, sort of that it doesn't keep going over the same time more than 3 times? Look at it going through here.
Yeah, it's going to move across this whole area, because what it's doing is it is making 60 algorithmic decisions per second. That's how it knows that it's going to cover this floor surface 3 times. It looks random when we look at it. We're saying, well, you know, if you follow this round, believe me, when you get this home and you switch it on for the first time, you will be fascinated.
I think
you
will
watch
look at it for a while, wouldn't you?
But it's exactly the same as if you were to sit and watch your washing machine or wash your shirt going, or watch your shirt going around.
We do have robots, don't we?
You can't judge by looking at it what it's doing, but this is making 60 algorithmic decisions per second to ensure that it gives total cleaning coverage across the floor surface.
Look at that.
3 times.
Oh my
Moving
word.
from room to room, area to area. It knows where it's going, it knows where it's been, it knows where it has to go, and it is making all those decisions. And it is doing thorough cleaning, because not only because there's 2 things you need to decide. When you get a robotic vacuum cleaner, you ask yourself 2 questions. How good is it as a robot? How good is it? Well, this is the robotics company that NASA use for space exploration robots.
Okay, we know it's good then.
This is the robotics company that provide bomb disposal robots to the military. This is the company that provide undersea exploration robots. This is the company that have sold 14 million domestic robots throughout the world. So this is a serious robotics company. That's the question you ask. How good is it as a vacuum cleaner then? Let's ask that. Well, what's going on here? We have triple cleaning action. You can see the little side brush that allows you to get into the edges, into the corners.
I was going to ask you about corners. Yes, and you can see it is picking up from there as well.
It is designed to sweep into corners, to take the dirt out, to then put it in the pathway of the 2 counter-rotating brushes underneath. So underneath here, we have 2 brushes that are counter-rotating, bringing all the dirt in. One of them is a bristle brush, and one of them is a rubber brush. Now, if you've ever taken a rubber glove, put it on your hand, and gone across your couch or something to lift up pet hairs,
is it good if you do have pets then with that rubber brush under there?
It is fantastic for pet hairs, for human hairs as well. It is brilliant. And I have to say, and people will know that I bring a lot of vacuum cleaners to Ideal World, but I have never seen a vacuum cleaner anywhere, personally, that has a rubberized brush other than this one. I've seen them on pet tools, but not one on for your floor. And this is using bristles and a rubberized brush, counter-rotating, which brings it into the path of powerful suction, which then takes it into the bin. And it's doing all that while you're out having a coffee.
And also, I noticed as well, now, if it goes into the walls or anything like that, it is protected. It is protecting your walls. It's not going to get scratched or anything,
Exactly, because it has a soft bumper on the front that will detect when it comes up against a hard surface. So things like walls, furniture, etc. However, if you come up to the valance of a bed or something like that,
Yes.
an area, maybe curtains or something,
Yeah.
where it will sense that it can push
Yeah.
beyond that barrier.
Yeah, it knows its material. It knows it can go there.
It will move on beyond
I just
that.
have to let you know we are very busy. We have never done it at this price before. It is the lowest ever price we have bought this to you for. We are approaching 10% of the stock sold out, and we are just 10 minutes into the show. It is the lowest ever price. Now remember, you can get this home for £70 on FlexiPay. You've got a 14-day money-back guarantee. A lot of you, I think you must have watched the shows before, because you're literally on the phone straight away. The moment you saw that price, you were on the phones getting this. It is very busy now, so make sure you order as soon as you can. Getting back to the actual iRobot itself, the fact that it is doing all of that work, the fact that it's covering 99% of your floor rather than that 70% of a vacuum cleaner. We are seeing this in action here. I love that it knows to go through all the different floors as well. So it is carpet, onto the laminate, onto tiles, onto wooden.
Whatever floor surface you have, this is perfect for it. Yes, exactly. We're going laminate, carpet, we've got lino here. And the great thing about this, once it has done the task that you have set for it, the room or rooms that you have set for it to clean, when it has finished, it will work itself back to its docking station.
Please, it docks itself.
It docks itself.
It docks itself. I want a phone that actually charges. It goes back to the charger itself, because I'm always running out of battery. So this
Also,
will actually dock itself.
Exactly. When it's finished, when it's satisfied itself that it has thoroughly cleaned, and I have to say as well, if it comes across an area of particular dirt, it uses kind of a sonar system using sound to detect areas of heavy dirt. It will concentrate on an area like that until it's satisfied itself that the floor is clean.
And I just want to ask you as well, could we go out? If we put this on, can we go out? Can we go to bed, is it safe?
That's exactly what it is designed to do. Essentially, if you can imagine, when you go out, switch it on. When you come home, the floor is done.
Oh, it's
simple
lovely.
as that.
It is lovely. And you even got those carpet lines as well. All the details there for you. 358947 is the item number. It is, of course, the iRobot. This is the lowest price ever. And we're shouting from the rooftops about this. It is £70 today to get it on plus your B&P. And we are extremely busy. 10% of the stock sold out already. And we talked about that coverage. This, for me, is what really brought it home to me. I am never going to have time to cover every bit of the floor. But we're going to see here, clip of film. We're going to talk around. So, Peter, what are we seeing here?
The blue path is the first path. The pink path is the second path. The red path is the third path. You will see that entire floor surface will be covered ultimately in red colouring. Why? Because we have covered that path, that floor surface, 3 times. 3 times. Just think, when you do your own vacuum cleaning at home, first of all, you generally speaking only cover 70% of the floor surface. You don't go under the bed. You don't go under the TV table. You don't go under the coffee table. If it's a low down table. Here we've got coverage. We've got little over 3 inches that we can go under. So that's 3 inches that we can cover surface as low as that. So that's really, really low. You're not going to be vacuum cleaning under that normally.
So your bed could be just 3 inches from the floor, or your chair could be 3 inches from the floor, and it will go under there as well. So it's low. We've got a coffee table that is quite a low coffee table at home. It goes under there. It goes under the bedside lockers, under the bed as well. It's fantastic, because there's no more dust bunnies then underneath there that you don't really vacuum. Something else a lot of people ask about, and that I was concerned about until I got home, is that, say it's on the top of a landing or near a stairs, how does it know not to go over the edge of the stairs?
This is very clever. Remember, these are IT-trained roboticists. So when it comes to the edge of a table, or, well, you're not going to be using it on your table, we're using it here on a table. When it comes to the edge of your landing or something like that, it has cliff edge technology that is going to make sure it doesn't go over the edge. This is a very, very clever unit.
Isn't it though? Look at that.
It really is.
Yeah.
You can see here now, close up, the side brush working away, sweeping everything. That takes it out of corners, against the sides of the skirting boards, etc. Underneath then we have the 2 counter-rotating brushes. But this is very clever. And let me put a solid object now in my hand. As soon as it senses a solid object, it will stop. And it will go in a different direction. That soft bumper, it's designed not to do so. It's not going to damage your skirting boards or your furniture or anything like that. It's just going to touch against them, but a soft surface like cloth or whatever, your curtains, it will sense that it can pass through and it will go straight under.
I just have to let you know we are over 10% of the stock sold out already. If you've wanted the iRobot, you've been watching the shows, you've been looking at the media, you've been looking at maybe on the social media as well, do make sure you order as soon as you can, because this £279.99 is the lowest price you're going to get this for. £70 to get this home plus shipping and fee, a 14-day money-back guarantee. Try it out for yourself. Over 10% of that stock. It is absolutely flying. The details are there, 358-947. On the bottom of the screen is how to order, 09056 48 48 48, all the W's, iDoWorld.tv. And, you know, there's so much about this in terms of, obviously, the science, but the design of this also.
Exactly. It's a very robust, sturdy little robot. It's got a little handle on it so you can carry it upstairs if you want to with just one hand, hold the banister with the other hand. It's so simple to operate. It really just has one button at the top that you just press to start it. But all the clever stuff is going on underneath, because here we have the two wheels. Now these are sprung, independently sprung suspension. This means if it comes to things like cables, etc., that you might have around your floor surface, it's going to be able to move over those. It's going to be able to move over that section between rooms.
And we're going to prove that in a minute, aren't we? We've set up some little room scenarios for you as well. Just to let you know, again, very, very busy on the phones and the website. Let's take a look again at how it works. Peter, talk us through what we're seeing.
Well, what we're seeing now is the counter-rotating brushes. You can see the little side brush working away. You can see the counter-rotating bristle brush and the counter-rotating rubber brush. These are the ones then that guide the dirt then into the path of the powerful suction that then takes it away into the bin. So you can just empty the bin easily, taking away all the dust. And I have to say, it is astounding to switch this on, leave your home and come back, and you really will be impressed just standing there and seeing how clean the carpet is.
It does make it. And you know, the fibres of the carpet standing up, you know, when a carpet has been so thoroughly vacuumed, it just looks and feels different, doesn't it? That's exactly what it does. So in a sitting room scenario, we've seen it through the maze and going everywhere on all the different floors as well. I love the way you just press the button. It has its own little docking station. Now off this goes. Now we've got a cable. Oh, it went over the cable. Did we see that? Because that's incredible. It went straight over the cable, and that's one of the demonstrations we want to show you. Look at that. There it goes again. Over that. It doesn't bother it, does it?
No, exactly. Something like these sort of problems, it just takes well into its stride. It can go over cables, things like that. Not a problem, because it's got that sprung independent suspension. It's going to be able to go under the... Now imagine if you had furniture like this low, you'd either have to be moving this chair to vacuum under it, or more often than not, you wouldn't vacuum.
If I asked anyone at home, how often do you vacuum under a chair like this, would you? When you're in a hurry, you just want to get where you can see, and instead you go for the dirt you can see. This goes for the dirt you can see underneath there as well. It's so clever. And again, if anyone's thinking, how does it work? How does it move? How does it know? How does it know not to just go around the same area all the time and forget the rest?
Well, that's because the company is iRobot. This is a company since 1990. Have been in the robotics business. It's not a vacuum cleaner company that have had a go at robotics. This is a robotics company. As I say, they provide robots to the military for exploration. They provide robots to NASA. This is a serious robotics company. So it is making all these decisions. Also, it will never get itself in a situation that it cannot get out of.
Now, I want you to see this, because you talked about where it would go if it goes near material or anything like that. It actually knows, as we just saw there. And also when it goes over the cable, as we just saw there as well. And you can really see this working. And it is important to see this in action, going over the cable, going under the chair, going across, things like this. Because I think a lot of this, when I first got it, I thought we have to move everything out of the way. I know it was a silly thing, but I do a lot of silly things. But, you know, something like this, I would have taken up thinking it won't go under there. It will know the blanket's there. But it actually is so clever. And, you know, we know the science here behind it. But, you know, if anyone's at home thinking, if it's that good, is it really a good vacuum? Is it really going to get everything up from the bottom of the carpet? Well, in fact, we have actually got a fantastic demonstration to show you with this. Just to let you know, we are very, very busy at the moment. So what are you going to show us, Peter, to prove how good a vacuum this is, as well as how good a robot this is?
Well, I've got some sand here, and I'm going to throw this down on this area of the carpet that I've sectioned off, and I'm going to be quite generous with the amount of sand that I'm putting down here. And then I'm going to stamp this into the car, because of course those are the questions you ask. Yes, I'm telling you it's a robotics company, and you're saying, okay, how good is it as a vacuum cleaner? Well, that's the question we're going to answer next. And I'm not taking any chances. I'm really stamping this
music
in.
To that, shouldn't we, really?
Yeah, a little. My little dance. There we go. Yeah. Now I'm going to take my vacuum cleaner.
Okay.
This is just a normal standard vacuum cleaner. We're going to do a bit of vacuuming.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Right, a lot of people have one of these ones at home as well.
So a good bit of... Now remember, when you're vacuum cleaning at home, you cover only, on average, 70% of the floor surface.
Yeah.
But our iRobot does 99% of the floor surface. So that's pretty good there. We'd be happy with that. How often do you clean the carpet? 3 times. How often do you go over it 3 times? Remember, iRobot does that. So you'd be reasonably happy with the job there.
Let's just have a look at this. Let's have a close look first at the carpet that Peter's just done. Loads of sand, stamped in, done, surely. Let's get the iRobot. Let's bring it in because we've got to prove, you know, it is a brilliant robot. Is it a good vacuum? Is it going to do the job for us? Well, so let's have a look. And I know Peter's going to show us as well. He's got a little bit back card behind here. He's going to show us as well.
First thing I want to do is empty the bin to show you that it's empty.
Right, okay. So that's how you empty it as well.
Exactly. It just opens up the back there.
Look at that.
That's just in the time that it's been working around here.
If we look in the bin, we can see there's nothing left in there, right?
So,
okay.
Yeah, so now I'm going to pop this back in. It's as easy as that to empty. And we'll switch it on and we'll let it work on this area that I've put down the sand and let it just do its job. Now, like I say, and I'm going to stop it from going too far, it makes 60 algorithmic decisions per second as it's working away here. It is making sure that it absolutely covers totally the floor surface, 99% of the floor surface. And once again, that's a question, how much of the floor surface do you cover when you vacuum clean? And you do it with 100% effort.
Yeah, of course you do. It's hard work vacuuming.
So you do 70% of the cleaning with 100% effort.
Yeah, look at
this
his nose.
does 99% of the cleaning with no effort from you whatsoever.
Because you can go out. You can go out to work. You can go out for the day. You can go, if you want to do it overnight, you can, you know, while you're in bed asleep. And because it's so quiet, it's great with pets as well because they don't seem to be as agitated by this as they are by normal vacuums.
Well,
I mean, I can't say that for every single pet, obviously. But, you know, it just seems to be a lot of people are talking about that also.
Well, if you look online, there are actually videos of pets riding around on them.
Now, we don't suggest that you ride around on the iRobot whatsoever.
But your pet may choose to. That's it, they are pet friendly.
Yeah.
They're also quiet, so I mean, we're happily talking over the sound of it here. So this could be working away at night while you're asleep.
Yeah.
Certainly, if you've got other people working in the house or working in the area that you're using it in, they're not going to be disturbed. Well, it is just going to work away quietly.
I just think it's great if if you're a new mom or a busy working mom, or maybe you've lost your independence. You can't vacuum like you used to, you know, because it's very, very hard work. I think this is going to be absolutely fantastic for you. It is at the lowest ever price. Now, what we are doing, in case you just joined us, it is the iRobot. We've seen how clever this is, but we want to see how good it is because we vacuumed sand off the carpet with a normal everyday vacuum cleaner. We emptied the iRobot as well, so there was nothing inside the bin of the iRobot. But I just want to see, did it get more sand up? Because we didn't see any left over, did we? So did it actually do a better job? Let's have a look. We're going to empty it out on the black card here and see how much sand we actually got out of here. That's a lot.
That is a lot of sand.
Now, by the way, I love my director, Chris, because I think it's one of his first shows doing this. What? And that is absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Because we saw that being vacuumed before our very eyes. So this, again, because it goes over it 3 times, 99% coverage rather than 70% on average with a standard vacuum as well. We are very, very busy at the moment. 15% of the entire stock has now sold out. The lowest price ever. And do make sure it is absolutely flying on the phones on the website. It's £70 today on your FlexiPay. You've got 4 FlexiPays. They're interest-free. And you've got a 14-day money-back guarantee as well. 09056 48 48 48, all the W's, ideaworld.tv. Now, we're going to pop over to this side because you might not have carpeted floors. You might have wooden floors as well. So we're just going to show you different areas of the house maybe you want to vacuum around as well. So over to this side. And again, it goes in this nice, neat docking station. Doesn't take up a lot of... Imagine the storage you're going to save as well, just, you know, against a vacuum as well.
It looks very smart sitting there.
Yeah,
you know, it's a conversation piece and very impressive. And then, as I say, when it comes to cleaning your floors, vacuuming, doing all that cleaning, you can just say, oh, I'm off to work.
Yeah.
That's the vacuum cleaning done.
That's it. And you can see how it worked there. That's how you press the button. You can see that there. And, of course, then all the way around your floor. That's all you have to do.
Now, I will also mention that it comes in the pack with a virtual wall. So if there's an area that you want to cordon off for whatever reason, maybe you've got a large open plan floor and you want to keep certain areas that, for whatever reason, that you don't want cleaned, it comes with its own virtual wall. Now, this is a device that you set up. It sends out a beam so you can cordon off an area. If you don't have a door that you want to use, you can just use this to close off maybe a kitchen area from a lounge or whatever. So you can dictate exactly where it cleans. It just gets better and better.
And that comes with it, does it?
Yes, that comes with it.
Okay, so that is included. You don't have to buy that extra either. Now look at this. It's gone around the back of the chair. Look at that. Straight under the chair. And look about the other side. Look at that. That is so clever. And that means under the lowest point of your furniture as well. If your furniture is even just 3 inches from the floor, it's going to go under that furniture, under the coffee table, under the bed, under the chair. Now, you see, I love the way it just goes around. It knows exactly. Is it going to go under again? It is. Do you see this? It wasn't bothered by the throw. It knew that that was part of a fabric, that it could go through there.
Here it comes back again.
I think there must be a lot of dirt under that chair because it keeps going backward, doesn't it? Three times over.
It will cover this entire floor surface 3 times, and that's what's really impressive. We've got all that triple cleaning action, but it's not just once, it's covering it 3 times, making those decisions, 60 algorithmic decisions per second, to ensure the complete mapping of the floor, to know exactly where it's going and where it's been, to make sure that it cleans your floor. So it's doing all those clever things while you're out.
Absolutely.
While you're relaxing, you're having a cup of coffee.
It's great actually for people who do have pets especially, because obviously, you know, there's a lot of cleaning involved there all the time. Absolutely fantastic. We are so busy for this. If you have just joined us here in Ida World, welcome. It's myself, Genevieve Peters, with us as well. The iRobot vacuum is incredible. If you do want to order tonight, all the details on the screen, but I do need to let you know right now, we are approaching 20% of the entire stock sold out. This is our lowest ever price. If you do want to order right now, remember 09056 48 48 48 or all the W's idworld.tv. To bring you this at the lowest ever price, this is only over this weekend. And then, of course, remember, this price will go up if we have any left, because we are now over 20% of the entire stock sold out. This is the iRobot. Take a look at the features.
Get a beautifully maintained home at the push of a button. iRobot Roomba 600 series vacuum cleaning robots provide a superior clean with less work for you. Roomba vacuums your carpet and hard floors on its own, picking up dirt, dust and fibres like pet hair, lint and carpet fuzz, giving you a truly hassle-free cleaning experience from beginning to end. Roomba's patented 3-stage cleaning system combined with AeroVac technology for a maximum cleaning performance for all flooring types. First, the spinning brush cleans along wall edges, grabbing dirt and pushing it into the path of the Roomba's counter-rotating brushes. 3 brushes work together to lift dust, debris and hair off the floor. A powerful vacuum pulls the dirt and hair off of Roomba's brushes and into the AeroVac bin. Optimised airflow glides the dirt and hair into the back of the bin, allowing it to fill more evenly, requiring you to empty less often. With iAdapt responsive cleaning technology, iRobot advanced system of software and sensor, Roomba chooses to behave more from dozens of robotic behaviours, more than 60 times per second. Roomba makes multiple passes over every section of your floor. Getting around and under furniture, and along wall edges. Going under skirts and curtains. Avoiding stairs and navigating through loose wires. With Dirt Detect, a feature of iAdapt, Roomba uses an acoustic sensor to find dirtier areas and then spends more time cleaning them. Designed with your convenience in mind, Roomba is easy to use and starts working for you at the push of the clean button. Roomba returning to its home base dock and recharge between cleanings. Select models also include a virtual wall room barrier. Simply designate the cleaning area. A beautiful, maintained home. A hassle-free cleaning experience with the iRobot Roomba 600 series vacuum cleaning robots.